We are back for another live edition of the Ad Podcast. We are on day 3 of Shoptalk. It's almost over. It's winding down. Dana, thanks so much for coming on. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, how's your Shoptalk been so far?
It has been really good. It's actually my first time here. And I've loved all the speakers, and we've really learned a lot. I've taken so many pages of notes because I feel like so many things they're talking about are relevant, and I find myself, my team, our company talking about the same things. So
I love it.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and your role, and tell us about your brand.
Okay, so I have been doing this for 25 years.
Wow,
started as an intern in college. I was on the merchant side of the business for many years and then switched over to marketing, my passion. I am the Chief Marketing Officer at Altered State. We are a family of brands under the Stand Out for Good Inc. umbrella. We have Altered State, which is our biggest and original brand. We are women's fashion, and we then have AS Revival, which is like an athleisure, more casual piece of the business. We have Altered State, also then started a brand called Tulabee, and Tulabee is a children's brand. We have Arula, which is a mid and plus size brand. We have Vowed, which is a wedding brand.
Wow.
And then this week we just got into the home space with Altered State at Home. So, needless to say, we have a lot going on, and so we have a lot of partners here at Shoptalk. So it's been great to meet up with them, spend face-to-face time, and we have a growing brand and a growing business, and we are really growing in the digital space. So a lot of great stuff from TikTok we learned, really good conversations from Google today. So we've had a really good time here.
I love it. So are you guys, would you consider yourself kind of a legacy retail brand moving into DTC, or have you been strong in both for a long time?
Well, we definitely started in the store space, so we were definitely store first, and now we're trying to change to more digital first mindset. We're all about our guest, and we know she wants to be in that space. We know she's on her phone even if she's walking in the store. So to us, that's really the opportunity. We have over 120 stores in the US, and we're really focused on growing our DTC and our digital brands, but at the same time, our number one focus is the experience she gets no matter where she shops, so whether it's in the store or whether online.
Yeah, it seems like that's been a big discussion this week, is omnipresent retail or omni-touch, whether it's shopping online, returning on person, and then the return is the opportunity for increasing cart size, or the brand as or the retail footprint as a brand experience center versus a place where you hold product and things like that.
And the other thing that's interesting is a lot of the brands talked about the guests coming back into the stores and touching and feeling, and I saw a great presentation from Sephora, and they talked about that, and so I think that's something we're excited about as well. And we're seeing, our guest still loves to come in and try things on and with her friends, and so I think that was a pretty good, eye-opening conversation this week about just how many more people are excited about stores again.
Yeah, kids are back in retail. My girls are 11 and 9, and they want to go to the mall now.
Yes, exactly.
They're dressing like 90s kids.
Yeah, and they want to, and even birthday parties at the mall.
Totally,
and,
that's it. So, a lot of the most recent birthday parties have been just to the local shopping mall.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that because that's how I grew up. I was
I'm the same way.
I was a mall rat my whole my whole life. I looked forward to it, and so I think that was really cool. And a lot of people talked about that this week as well.
Yeah, I hear about that. There's a new measurement called linger effect. How long are people staying in your store and just hanging out and creating content, or are there things especially you talked about makeup and beauty, sampling, trying things on, but also if you think about being able to go in the store and try on 10 outfits, shoot a bunch of TikTok videos while you're doing it when you're coming out of the dressing room, and then maybe buy 2 or 3 of them, but then you just created 10 earned media outfit opportunities to get out on social.
Amazing, beautiful fitting rooms. That's something we pride ourselves on in our stores, and so we do find that our girl likes to spend time there, and sometimes it can be a hurdle because you want to get people in and out, but at the same time, that linger is what we want as brand. As a marketer, that is absolutely a win, to have her spend time in your store, taking photos in your store, engaging, creating content like you said. I mean, they're doing it, and that's super exciting for me. And I think that's what I heard one thing this week from everybody about the guests getting back into the store and spending so much time there. So,
I love that. So was there a keynote that stood out for you that you really enjoyed?
Yeah, I mean, so far I loved Kevin Leary from Shark Tank.
Oh my gosh, right?
He is so good, and I have been a fan of Shark Tank and watched it for a long time.
Same. I whenever I travel, that's like the channel that I'll stop on. It's like the Entrepreneur's Channel now.
Yeah,
it's or the Shark Tank channel.
And actually, on my way out here, I was watching Shark Tank on the plane because I couldn't find anything else I was really wanting to watch. And so it was really good because he is so direct and honest. He's like, here are 3 things you need to be doing as a brand. Here's, he talked about we talk about ROAS so much as a marketing team and as a growing business. And so it was just cool to kind of hear his point of view on things. And then he actually had sharks that businesses had succeeded and with him. And that was really interesting to understand and hear about their paths and like how he's helped them and stuff like that. So that was really cool.
Yeah, and I love, again, talking about a topic like of what's old is new.
Yeah.
That he's such a bull on TV spend.
Yes, yeah. That was the biggest thing he spoke about was TV spend, and like in my career, that's how I used to spend so much of my budget back in the day. And now it's like it's always been streaming, but like he actually talked about linear TV again being so important, and it's something that my owner and founder we've talked about. But it's like, what is the right time? But he is so bullish about it. Like all he wants to focus on is TV.
Well, I think there was a premium over the last decade put on measurement. And just because something isn't measurable or as easy to measure doesn't mean it's not effective.
And it's there, and it happens in your house, and it's like personal because you're watching it, you're engaging with it, and then you talk about it. And so you're right, it's not that instant measurable opportunity, but it's something that grew brands for so long, and it works. Like we always say, like if Coke's still doing it all these years later, it works.
And not only that, but there's so many ways to measure TV now, whether you're talking about CTV or
we do stuff like that
premium,
as a brand.
There's a lot of I saw some really cool presentations by Roku on how they're making TV more shoppable without just having like second screen and you having to use your phone, but like really making the TV like as shoppable as like TikTok Shop.
I saw that with Roku too, and you don't even realize how much Roku's on at your house.
Oh my gosh.
Because the screen's just up, and you don't really realize how much you're actually taking from that, and that was pretty impressive as well. Yeah,
totally. So we're pretty much through the show. I don't think there's any more content that's coming up that is must-see. Have you pretty much seen everything you wanted?
Pretty much. Walmart is presenting later today.
That'll be interesting.
Their head of stores, and so I am going to sit through that one next. That one's coming up this afternoon. But pretty much, I've seen everything I've really wanted to see. And
are you guys in Walmart?
No, we're not in Walmart. No, we're just our own stores, our own brand.
So you only so
we
you don't do
wholesale.
any third-party retail shopping.
No, but I just think that's always been a business. Obviously, they're the biggest retailer. Anything they say that we can all learn from. So I'm excited to see that today. But then I'll be done, and just I need a minute to just like think through everything, go through all my notes I've taken, kind of decompress.
You kind of have to sit with a show this big for a couple of days before you figure out what's actionable. Right?
But I've really enjoyed it, and I definitely will be back.
Are you a Shoptalk veteran, or was this your first time?
Yeah, this was my first one.
Awesome.
So this is my first one. Like I said, I've been in the business, been in retail. It's just something I've never come to.
Well, it's only 5 years old, and then there was COVID. But I mean, how massive has it gotten? How fast, right? It's like 20,000 people.
And the level of speakers and the level of like the vendors is really impressive. So
I love it. Well, anything that you want to point people on how to learn more about your family of brands or how to connect with you directly? If, people want to reach
definitely check out alteredstate.com and you can see all of our brands on there on the website, and check us out socially. We have a really great following. We are everywhere that our guest is, and we really do feel like we're in a great place for growth right now. And so I think if you're looking for something new, looking for a brand that's growing in the retail space, in the specialty space, like, we're one to check out, which is pretty exciting.
I really, looking around, you guys remind me of like an Anthropologie with like a way better price point.
Yeah, we've heard that before. That's not the first time I've heard that.
Nice,
but yes,
nice.
We pride ourselves on offering our guests like something beautiful, something pretty. We have a lot of guests buying things for special occasions. We have a big Easter business, a big, really like prom business, wedding guest business. So I think there's lots of special events in her life that we're there for her, which is pretty cool. So
I love it. Well, thanks so much for coming on. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.